Alright, well, we're just back from the market and I wanted to show you this squash again because I think he's so cute. Look at that little green bottom there. Looks like they took the squash and then dipped them all in green paint because, well, I don't know, they thought it'd be really colorful over here in France. But I'm sure that these squashes are cousins, maybe distant cousins to the squash that we enjoy back at home. So I bought some. We're going to try to make my mom's squash souffle, which she has been making as long as I can remember, and it's actually her mom's recipe. So I'm the third generation in my family to be making this fabulous summer dish. And I'm going to show y'all how to make it. It's really easy. First, you get some squash, wherever you are, get some squash, and slice it up like this. I think these are about 1/4-inch slices of squash. Mom says 3 to 4 squash. It kind of depends on how big they are, so I sliced up 3. Mom and my grandmother used medium cheddar cheese. I couldn't find cheddar cheese, so I bought French Comté cheese, which is an aged cheese. This is a pretty mild one, so I think that's going to work just fine. This is a small onion, just slice that up. 2 eggs, beat those up, and 1 cup of milk. And then, of course, the secret ingredient, Ritz crackers. Look at that cute little box of Ritz crackers. I had to buy 3 of them because I need to make sure that I've got 2 cups worth, but I think that's going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put the squash and the onions in a pot with a little bit of water and boil those up, and while that is boiling, we're going to get the rest of the things ready for the squash souffle. Come on with me. Okay, now here comes the really fun part. I've taken my Ritz crackers, I've gotten a Ziploc freezer bag, check it out, and now we're going to get the rolling pin and have some fun. So any anxiety, any anger at, I don't know, your boss, your boyfriend, maybe all of the above, this is the time to take it out on them, but not really. So you take the rolling pin and just kind of give it a couple of whacks. You don't want to whack it too hard. Well, you don't want to break your table, really. So I'm whacking. I'm going to flip that over. Isn't that great? And before Cuisinarts, they had rolling pins and, well, they didn't have Ziploc bags. I'm not sure what they did, but I suppose a dish towel would work. Okay. All right. So there we go. Cracker crumbs. Voila. So I'm going to put that in a bowl, and I'm going to just double check real quick. I think I may have a little bit more than 2 cups. There we go. There's 1 cup. Look at that. That is just about perfect. I'll do something fun with the rest of them. Okay. There is 2. And then here's our cheese. We're going to just mix that up with the cracker crumbs. And we're just trying to get everything ready while the zucchini and the onion are still cooking over there. That actually needs to be medium-high heat, not medium-low heat, which is what I said earlier. I meant medium-high. I said low, but I meant high. So that's mixed up, pretty ready to go there. And then we've got the milk. We're going to put that in there with the eggs. And since I don't have a whisk, I'm going to go ahead and stir that there. And that's ready to go. So I'll go check on my zucchini and my onions and see if they're ready, and then we'll put it all together and put everything in the oven for about 30 minutes. Okay, so what we've done is we've cooked the squash and the onions just until they've gotten soft. You can see that they're nice and soft there. And Mom says all she does is she takes a potato masher and kind of mashes them a little bit. What's so great about this is you don't have to dirty up a whole lot of pans. I've gotten some extra bowls out just to show you all the ingredients, but when you make it at home, you really don't need to do that. You can just dump and stir in one big pot. So that's ready to go. Now, what we do is we put about 3/4 of this this cheese and cracker mixture in there. We want to leave some behind because we're going to put the rest on top. And mix that in there. There you go. Oh boy, does that smell good. You know, Mom and I did a taste test with Ritz crackers. I brought some on the plane with me on the way back this last trip. And I don't know why we were tasting them, but anyway, she took a bite of my Ritz crackers. She said, you know, I think those are a little bit different than the ones we have here. So we brought out the Ritz crackers that she had just gotten at the Kroger store, and sure enough, I swear, the ones here in France, that is, are a little bit more buttery. They really are yummy. So, yeah, the Ritz crackers are quite good. All right, so now I'm just pouring the egg and milk mixture in there and mixing that up a little bit. And that's whole milk. I mean, you might as well go whole milk, right, when you've got all that cheese and egg in there. I'm just stirring that up a little bit. I'm pouring this into a Pyrex dish that I have just lightly buttered. And, okay, that's still hot, so here we go on that. We're gonna pour that in here. And, well, that is just the right size, isn't it? We'll put that in there. I'm going to add the rest of this cracker cheese mixture. Boy, that looks so good, doesn't it? You can see the little flecks of green from the green bottoms too. Okay. All right, we don't want to miss out on any of that. Just spread that around like that. We're going to pop it into a 350-degree oven for 30 to 45 minutes. You'll be able to tell when it's ready because the top will get a little bit brown, and that means it's ready. So we're going to put it in the oven, let it cook, and see what it looks like in just about half an hour, 45 minutes. All right, so this is the squash casserole. Look, this is what it should look like on the top. See how the Ritz cracker's a little bit brown? Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to cut it from here so you can see what it looks like. Look at that. It is a souffle. Oh my goodness. All right, well, here's to you, Mom. Cheers. Wait, it has to come out. But while that's cooking, I can do the gazpacho one, which is just a blender and